John Baldridge, and I'm the Director of Survey Research at BBER.
All right. Now, I understand, according to Mr. Barkey, that a survey was conducted regarding the proposed gas tax that the Missoula City Council is thinking of enacting or looking at enacting. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about how that all came about.
We have three questions. The first one will ask people if they would support or oppose paying more taxes or fees if the revenues were spent only on transportation system improvements. And the second question then got at, if the taxes or fees were raised to improve transportation, what would you want the additional revenue used for? And then the third question asked, what type of tax would you be most willing to support if the revenues were used only for transportation system improvements locally? So they asked, kind of in general, would you support or oppose an increase? And then what would you like the increase spent on? And then what kind of a tax or fee increase would you be most interested in?
Okay, so what were the results?
All right. Well, the 48% of folks in the metropolitan planning area, which includes all of the city of Missoula and basically the urbanized area in the county that's outside the city of Missoula, 48% of them favored paying more taxes or fees if the fees were spent only on transportation system improvements. 29% of residents of that planning area opposed paying more taxes or fees, and about 2 out of every 10, or 19.8%, were undecided, and then 3.1% said they didn't know enough about the topic to answer.
Okay. How about the next question?
With regard to what folks want the money spent on, if a tax or fee were raised, the most frequently cited area, and it was cited by 37.1% of residents, was maintaining and repairing existing streets and roads. And then another 19.2% wanted it spent on widening existing streets and roads. And then 1 out of 10, about 1.1%, wanted to improve bicycle facilities. And then a very similar amount, 9.6%, wanted to build new streets and roads.
Okay. Now, how about the third question?
And the third question, which asked about the type of tax or fee they would be most willing to support if the revenues were used only for the transportation system here locally, 40.3% of all the respondents said that they would favor a 2 cent a gallon increase on the taxes for fuel.
Okay.
And then the second most often chosen was a 3% increase to development fees paid for by new development. The third most often option chosen was none, and that was chosen by 15.4% of folks. And the rest kind of go down from there.